What's up guys, Jim Yosef here and welcome to a brand new video. Welcome to a daily dose of transfer gossip. Today it's going to be Sunday, the 2nd of July. And just like yesterday, we've got a lot of confirmers to get through. So just before we get started, as always, you show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. And also remember, today's target is 1,000 likes. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the notification tab next to it to receive notifications about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day is probably quite a difficult one for some people. If you could change just one thing for FIFA 18, what would it be and why? And I'm fully aware that choosing one thing for some people may be very, very difficult. But let's jump straight into confirmed transfers today. The very first one is an English centre-back by the name of Mark Roberts going to Birmingham City from Barnsley for an undisclosed fee. They did offer John Terry a contract, but apparently is going to their rivals Aston Villa. Next up, we go on to Adam Murisic going to Lazio from KV Oosten in the Belgian Pro League for an undisclosed fee, and he's 24 years old. And now we got one in the French Ligue 1, and that player is going to be Sabali, going to Bordeaux on a permanent basis now. Last season I believe was there on a loan deal, and that is from Paris Saint-Germain for £3.4 million. Next up we got to another Frenchman this time, and that is going to be Purbet, a guy who got an SBC card last year on FIFA 17, and he's gone to Club Brugge in Belgium from KAA Ghent for £850,000. He is followed by Nukan, a Turkish centre-back, going to Besiktas from Red Bull Leipzig on a loan deal. I think it was their last season as well, so maybe it could be an option to buy. And next up we got a silver Italian player by the name of Caprari going to Sampdoria from Inter Milan for £12.75 million. And last season it was out on loan to a team, I think it was Pescara, who may even be the second tier of Italian football. Next up we go on to Andrea Poli, go to Bologna from AC Milan, and some sites are saying a free transfer, although technically his contract expired next year. So it could be a free transfer or it could just be an undisclosed fee. The next player is Muru, another Italian. Italian club's been very busy today, or yesterday now, and he's gone to Sampdoria from Cagliari for £5.95 million. He is followed by another Italian, and that is going to be Luca Sigerini. I probably said that one wrong, but he has joined Cagliari from Sampdoria, so opposite way around this time on a free transfer. Next up we got Willy Caballero going to Chelsea. It was somewhat expected for a long time, but it's from Man City on a free transfer. And of course Chelsea did sell Asmir Begovic to Bournemouth, so looking for a new backup goalkeeper because the Eduardo guy, I'm not sure if he still plays for the club or not. He may be like a goalkeeping coach or something now, but Willy Caballero is a new number 2 I'm assuming. Then we go on to Jan Bednarek going to Southampton from Lech Poznan for £4 million, although some sites are saying 5.1. It's actually sparked up more rumours now that potentially Virgil van Dijk could be leaving. And that's just because he plays in the same position, and it could just be a backup player. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I think Southampton yesterday also had 2 youngsters sign new contract extensions. Next up we go on to Kiko Femenia going to Watford. And that is from Deportivo Alaves in La Liga on a free transfer, but Watford also signed another player yesterday, but I'm not sure if he's on FIFA Ultimate Team or not. He's a goalkeeper that quite possibly could have played for Stoke. And next up we got Leandro Paredes going to Zenit St. Petersburg from Roma for €23 million up front, and there are performance-based clauses for club and player worth up to another £4 million. So overall it could cost them €27 million to get him, but for a player of that ability, that much talent, I'm kind of disappointed he actually ended up going to Zenit. Was into a couple of Premier League clubs previously. Obviously the Malas deal from Roma to Zenit, that broke down at the last minute. And the final confirmed player transfer today is that Thiago Mendes going to Lille from Sao Paulo in Brazil, so technically he might be on head-to-head or something, but he's gone there for £7.65 million. I'm not sure what position he plays though. And now we've got 2 players that signed new contracts to their club. The very first one is Marquinhos at Paris Saint-Germain, getting a new contract until 2022, so a 5-year deal for him, but a very long contract now, and that is going to be Sal of Atletico Madrid, getting a new contract until 2026, so a 9-year deal. And it is somewhat ironic because a few days ago in an episode, I actually mentioned how Sal is he as loyal to Atletico Madrid as Koke, as he signed a massive contract. Just a few days later, he's got a massive deal. So that has definitely proved me wrong then. To be fair, Atletico Madrid seem to have some very loyal players. And I'm pretty sure Sal was the top goal scorer at the Euro Under-21 Championship. Now we've gone to potential deals, and the very first player is going to Danilo, linked to Juventus today according to Tuttosport. Juventus are closing in on a €25 million deal to sign rounded right back Danilo. And that's obviously the replacement for Dani Alves, who now is no longer a Juventus player after a few days ago they mutually agreed to end his contract earlier, now pretty much Manchester City bound. But Danilo, he's not been all that great at Real Madrid. He is behind Dani Carvajal in the pecking order at Real Madrid, but it's understandable why, because Carvajal last season was one of the best right backs in world football. But when Danilo did get an opportunity, he didn't really grasp it too well, and at 25 million euros, I'm pretty sure Madrid would be very happy to take that. And you also can't write a player off before he's even played for a club, so maybe at Juventus, Danilo could do very well. Next up, we go on to Andrea Conti into Milan today. The Atalanta president has come out and said that Andrea Conti wants to join AC Milan. So the article says that Andrea Conti is desperate to join AC Milan this summer, and next week will be crucial if such a transfer will go ahead, according to the Atalanta president Antonio Picassi. Milan have reportedly been interested in a deal for Conti since the end of last season, as the San Siro outfit continued their rebuild ahead of a new campaign, and to be honest, I'm very excited to see how Milan do next season after all these transfers. And that's not even the last player linked to Milan in today's video. The next player is going to Fabinho. According to L'Equipe today, PSG have seen a €45 million bid for Fabinho rejected by Monaco. Monaco's owners are determined to keep him this summer after promising Mbappe no more players will be sold after Bakayoko. Bakayoko to Chelsea looks pretty much done now, maybe even go through this week, but Fabinho, he's a vital part of Monaco's midfield, also linked to Manchester United. But Paris United's main target now is Nemanja Matic. Next up, we go on to Hakan Çalhanoğlu, linked to Milan. Over the last week or so, Milan have been linked to Çalhanoğlu a lot, but apparently, Milan are now entering the final stage of negotiations to land Hakan Çalhanoğlu from Bayer Leverkusen, according to Damasio. The Italian club is set to pay an initial €20 million for him. The Serie A club hope to get the deal tied up shortly, and it seems the only thing left to sort out now is performance-related fees before the Turkey international undergoes a medical. And Sky Italia are reporting that medical is to take place on Monday. Next up, we go on to Hector Bellerin. According to Sport today, the agents of Arsenal right-back Hector Bellerin have reportedly begun negotiations to get a 22-year-old Spaniard a transfer back to his old club, Barcelona, this summer. There was a rumour a couple of days ago saying Barca have set a 10-day ultimatum for this transfer to go through. Arsenal really aren't willing to sell him, and I'm pretty sure Bellerin himself put something on Twitter probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago now, saying don't believe everything you read. And I'm going to assume that applies to this one as well, as I'm not sure if Barca will actually pay 40 mil for him. Next up, we've gone to Dani Ceballos today, then to Barca as well. And he actually won the player of the tournament for the Under-21 European Championship for Spain, and right now, apparently according to Sport, Barcelona are ready to batter out of Real Madrid to sign Real Betis midfielder Dani Ceballos. There's one move in particular from him at the European Under-21 Championships. I think it was against Italy. It's like an outside the foot body fake. I'm not sure how to explain it properly. He also done it a few times for Real Betis last season, but it's so damn good to watch. His technique is absolutely ridiculous. Of course, as Spain in general, they lost the final 1-0 to Germany. But a lot of articles are saying that he's very close to joining Real Madrid, and their future of him and Asensio is absolutely ridiculous. Next up, we go on to Gylfi Sigurdsson, and this is according to the Daily Star. Leicester have abandoned their transfer plans for Gaston Ramirez and turn their attention to Swansea's Gylfi Sigurdsson. I know technically the window is just open, but I'm still so surprised seeing Gylfi Sigurdsson still a Swansea City player because he was so damn good last year and probably available for quite a reasonable fee in this market. He was massively linked to Everton, but obviously right now they've still got Ross Barkley and they're probably trying to sell him. And at Leicester, maybe they could use some of the Riyad Mahrez money to get him in. But of course they'll have to sell him first, to who they will have to wait and see, although right now I think Arsenal are the favourites. Next up, we go on to Reggio Nainggolan. According to reports in Italy today, Manchester United target Nainggolan may be on his way to Inter Milan, the Serie A club having offered a massive €60 million for the midfielder. And imagine right now it's very frustrating being an Inter Milan fan, seeing your rivals AC Milan doing great business so far this summer, rebuilding their team, and you're really hoping that Inter do the same. Over the last year or so, Inter have been into a lot of big names. James Rodriguez, for example, was a massive one. Then there was Di Maria at the start of the transfer window, but still nothing's happened. And now a very short one according to L'Equipe, Monaco's Benjamin Mendy is reportedly determined to join Man City this summer. It looks like Monaco is still holding out for like £40 million plus for him, and there were some rumours saying potentially he's asking for like 200 grand a week, which I'm not sure if City really want to match that. Although to be honest, it could be the media speculating that one, and it's probably not true at all, but it's still looking very likely for Pep. He'll get Kyle Walker, Dani Alves, Benjamin Mendy, and Bertrand. And now we've got Diego Costa. So according to AS today, Atletico Madrid is set to sign Diego Costa, and have got no plans to loan the striker out until he can play in January. So I'm still quite confused. So can Atletico Madrid sign a player now, just not register him till January, or do they have to wait till January to sign anyone? Because to my understanding, it's definitely a transfer ban, so I'm assuming right now they can't sign anyone, although apparently according to AS, again, it looks like they might do. Next up, we go on to Alexis Sanchez. Quite a bit about him today, but first up, according to BBC, if Alexis Sanchez wants to leave Arsenal this summer and they get the right offer for him, the Gunners will sell. Arsenal have offered Sanchez a big contract and hope he stays but won't keep him against his will. Yesterday's video mentioned how Lacazette to Arsenal could be done the next couple of days, and Sanchez, he may leave because of that. And what I mean by that is basically Lacazette could be the replacement for Alexis. But according to London Evening Standard today, Bayern Munich manager Carlo Ancelotti has appeared to open the door for the club to make a move for Arsenal star Alexis Sanchez this summer, after labeling the 28-year-old Chilean a great player. And the Mail has said that Man City also want to sign Sanchez, but Arsenal will not allow him to move to a Premier League rival. But yesterday's reports did say Man City could sign him by Friday, so I have to watch his space for this transfer, but personally, I think he'll be leaving. And now we go on to the final one today regarding Kylian Mbappe. It also involves Twitter. So yesterday in his Twitter bio, he removed the fact he's an AS Monaco player, but I think people also forget it. I'm pretty sure he removed being French out of it as well. But I'm pretty sure for that part, they're making something out of nothing, but a club linked to Mbappe today is going to be Arsenal. I believe the source for this one is going to the Mail, and the headline itself does say Arsenal preparing a stunning £125 million bid for Mbappe to beat Real Madrid to the Monaco sensation. Arsene Wenger this week launched an incredible £125 million world record raid for Monaco star Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe is the hottest young property in European football right now, and Arsenal boss Arsene Wenger uses French connections to persuade the 18-year-old to choose the Emirates over Real Madrid and Man City. Wenger has spoken to Mbappe's father Wilfried, who has been a huge influence on his son's career. He told Mbappe Sr. that if his son wants to go to the Bernabeu, there is a danger he'll be starved of first-team football, while at Arsenal, he'll be a regular first choice. And finally back onto the Monaco badge of Mbappe, according to a Monaco royal figure today called Prince Albert II, he has revealed that the French club is doing everything they can to keep Mbappe in the team. And he's also very convinced the striker will stay at the club next season. But that, guys, is going to be the final one for today's video, and honestly, I'm not sure what's going on right there with the Mbappe card at Arsenal. It's got some kind of loading screen on it. But anyway, as always, if you enjoyed this video, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the notification tab next to it to become part of the notification squad. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day: if you could change one thing or one thing only on FIFA 18, what would it be and why? So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.